Okay, so nothing happened since yesterday. Oh wait, it did. What was this? Okay. Yeah, it was some spammer. All right. Thank you guys for your comments. A guy called John commented on my YouTube video regarding the Javelin class destroyer, and he showed me there was this comment here. I like this comment. He says, a ship class is a group of ships of similar design. Frigate is a ship type, not class. So I got that wrong. You may have many class of frigates, like many classes of frigates. US carriers, for example, have multiple classes. The most well known is the Nimitz class carrier. USS destroyers have Arleigh-Burke class, which include the Arleigh-Burke, the John Paul Jones, Curtis Wilbur, and the Stout, and more. There are 62 active Arleigh-Burke class destroyers. But this perfectly clarifies all the issue, right? So that means that a Javelin class destroyer is denoting a group of ships similar, like a destroyer. It's a destroyer type ship, similar to Javelin. That's what it denotes, which means a single ship can't. Well, the proper name can't be Javelin class destroyer. Javelin class destroyer is a name of group of ships, but one single ship or ship model is the Javelin. So that's like you don't call the USS Nimitz the USS Nimitz class destroyer. Of course, the group of ships similar to Nimitz you call USS Nimitz class destroyers, but or frigates or whatever they are. But a proper name for a single ship is the Nimitz. So a proper name for the Javelin is Javelin. Here, because the Javelin class destroyer potentially has multiple representatives, multiple ships belonging to the Javelin class destroyer, and one particular ship of this class is the Javelin. So maybe we can correct this. It does not really belong to the name, to the proper name of the ship. Just an additional description. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's all rubbish what I have written. can, as John McClure one. We can refer. Whole group of ships with the javelin. we can quote him. This one. That is the Curtis Wilbur is the proper name of a particular ship actually it's not the proper name, is just to the proper name is even something else. So it's the name of a particular ship. It belongs to and particular destroyer type ship. It belongs to the Arleigh Burke class destroyers. Preview. Back is the name. Okay, we have clarified this. Thanks a lot, John McClure. Then we can proceed. Instead of this, I think we should have hyperlinks in this. I'm still thinking whether we should have all this text copied to the wiki and hypertexting it. Don't really know. Like I have done this. Can I see the preview? Oh, there. Yes, somebody started already this. Exactly, who did this? This is a great work. It's exactly how I'd like it. Who did this? Priest. Good guy. Priest is great. That's exactly how I'd like it. Every article should have that. What I'm missing here of this browser is the status line. I don't know where this link is pointing to. I need a status bar. That's great, yes. Is there a template for this? TC no ref. So maybe the Spectrum dispatch shouldn't even point to the individual articles. Oh, there's a lot to work. I can see a great amount of work here. A great amount of work to be done still. But I think this time capsule will be central to our research here. Hannigan Terrell. This is what I have written, right? Yeah. How come we can see this United Times archive? Oh yeah, editorial from United Times archive. It features an announcement that Mars was chosen as a test subject for the first planetary conversion. Yes. That was done by Priest again. Priest. So we are missing an article for the dark day. don't understand this. This app. I don't know, maybe I don't do it like this. A Dark Day, I just want to read it. Tragedy. Sentinel News Org. I think we have a website for the Sentinel News Org yet. I mean, it's Star Citizen Wikia. Sentinel News Org. As a news organization, it became famous by reporting about the Great Mass Tragedy. It published its article on the Mid-Atlantic servers. Associated Writers, Kensley Fawcett. Right, he is missing a page. So, 22nd century. Let's make him a page. Kesley or Kensley? Kesley. Twenty-one, 25. And as a source, we probably need this. You just type the ID of the of the article. I have one notification. What is it? Oh, that was the you haven't edited. So Kesley Fawcett has now a web page. Oh, Kelsey, not Kesley. Oh. Kelsey. It was a mistake. Kelsey Fawcett. Kelsey Fawcett. Kelsey Fawcett. Why isn't it linked yet? We have a page called Kelsey Fawcett. Does it take some time? I guess it takes some time for the database to refresh. Great Mars Tragedy. Great Mars Tragedy was a tragic event in the course of Mars's terraforming, which had cost 4876 people's lives. Mars already had an atmosphere suitable for human use, but 2 days. That's how I have written it, right? Yes. A list of victims. Also terraforming. Stephen Guyen, his brother Sean, who died. This is wikified pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Ship in every garage. So there should be something about quantum drive. Yes, that's correct. That is correct. Blue skies on Mars. Okay, we have this article. think this is done. Because we have an article of Sean Nguyen, brother of Stephen Nguyen. He studied engineering, died physics. His name was chiseled into the memorial of the tragic event. March of Progress. Oh yes, I remember I did this as well. Fusion engine, if you let me search for fusion engine. Fusion engine is an engine which lets two light atomic nuclei fuse to a heavier nucleus. In doing so, they release a comparatively large amount of energy arising from the binding energy due to the strong nuclear force, which is manifested as an increase in temperature of the reactants. Well, wow! Is this what I did? It is. The Poseidon. I wonder whether we have an article about the Poseidon. Yes, we do. Who did that? I did, and Paltil corrected it. Facilitate, yes. Applicators, thank you, Paltil. Thank you, Paltil. Back to page. Poseidon was a revolutionary fusion engine developed by 2214, and that's exactly where we are right here, 2214. So the Poseidon is already wikified. This article is already wikified. It was the first engine which was capable of accelerating a spacecraft to 0.1 speed of light in times when the standard fusion engine utilized a specific impulse. RSI unveiled the Poseidon with its next generation, that it could achieve speeds up to miles per second or 0.1 c. It had a specific impulse of augmented hydrogen scrubber. Hydrogen scrubber. This is not categorized. Did I do this page? Yes. Been sloppy here. It is not categorized. Ship parts. In order to better facilitate fuel collection while in flight, it consists of 3 microreactors. What was particularly ingenious about this engine was the terrestrial atmospheric applicators. Those applicators could be activated when entering into a foreign planet's atmosphere, and the engine could extract the necessary elements from the air. Thus maintains fuel rate. Okay. This is the source. How do you refer to an article, to an image in an article? I think we saw that in the SSTV. This is some sort of an article, right? School sheets. I say Bailey's image of Bailey's physics sheet. Why do I write that it is a part of the engine system? It's part of the fuel system, isn't it? Okay. Okay, next one. Oh, hello, Red Sock. Good to see you. First push. Actually, I don't know. I mean, you can really go over the top here and do such crazy things like make an article for Bailey or make an article for Mr. Caro. Make an article for textbook update. I don't know who is Bailey. Well, let's do it. Let us do it. Come on. Redsog is asking, what are your ideas ship-wise? Will you have a specific main ship and pursue any kind of objective? No. I have no idea. I want to try a little bit of everything, you know. But ultimately, I would like to collect fish. Fish tank. Filling my fish tanks. You know, I once made a suggestion of the dope fish to be integrated into Star Citizen. I don't know whether you're familiar with the dope fish. In time before internet memes, there were objects of adoration which were referenced in many games. One of these objects or creatures is the dope fish. And it's been introduced in my favorite game, Commander Keen, which I play. It's basically like a platformer shooter game, 2D of course, but very fun to play. And the dope fish was an enemy there, and then it was referenced, has become one of the biggest video game in-jokes, and has been appeared in many games like Quake, Quake 4, Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, Duke Nukem, Anachronox, Minecraft. Even Minecraft, oh boy, I didn't even know. So there's even a Dopefish page, dopefish.com. This guy collects games which somehow reference the dopefish. For example, in Duke Nukem, you had an Easter egg where you can see the dopefish lives, or in Quake there is a room with dopefish graffiti. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, dopefish has appeared in many games, right? Even in games where you wouldn't expect it, like Max Payne or some sort of Japanese RPG and stuff. So I made a suggestion on the forum once. I don't know whether it can be found anymore. Let's test the dopefish. Dopefish Easter egg idea. I wish Star Citizen would pick up the PC game industry in joke and make an Easter egg reference to the good old dopefish, and I linked this page. Dopefish lives, and people kind of liked it. So I hope. I mean, I have no information whether they will ever adopt it as an Easter egg, but I will look for it. Hope to find it there. so it's like a long-term ultimate goal. Look for the dopefish in Star Citizen. But yeah, I mean, I will try my mining, trading, salvaging, I think I'll start with salvaging, fighting and salvaging. Racing, well, racing requires a lot of time, so I guess I'll just enjoy watching racing and betting on races and stuff like that. And then I will try some growing crops and stuff, selling crops, illegal smuggling and stuff, smuggling, selling and growing illegal drugs, stuff like that. I mean, I don't think I will look for engaging in dogfighting, since I suck at dogfighting generally, so don't really know. But yeah, trading, hauling, whatever. It's just. Project Genesis says, I was watching your last video you posted and found it very funny as you were talking about the English words for snow. Or, yeah, English words for water. I'm from England. Here are some of you missed. Sleet, slush, thaw. Keep up the good work. Yes, I actually was thinking about it this morning at breakfast, and I realized I missed a lot of. I mean, I tried a little bit of brainstorming there in my last session, and after it was done, I thought, oh, I forgot so many words, but I think two of them which I named was mist and haze, and I realized I don't really know any difference between those two. What is there any difference between mist and haze? Like, could it be that mist is always small water droplets and haze is not necessarily water? Like haze, could haze be made by small solid particles, like a sort of a smoke, like smoke, a lot of smoke makes haze? Maybe smog. If you look into the distance and then you see the landscape fading in the haze, right? That is that the difference, or what's the difference between fog and haze? I don't know. I mean, there's so many words, so many words. Haze feels something colder, you say? Okay. I mean, we could easily Google just define fog, define haze, define mist. Or what's the difference between fog and mist? Fog and mist. Now I want to know. It says fog, synonyms: mist, murk, haze, gloom. Gloom. Cloud of tiny water droplets. And drizzle, spray, vapor. Yes, exactly these. Lots of words. Whatever. Mist is when the view distance is reduced from the water in the air. When we say haze, we usually use it when it's a very thin layer. You can still see okay. But I don't know the difference between mist and fog. Mist and fogs are, according to the dictionaries, mist and fogs are synonyms. Shouldn't really matter. You look out of the window and say, it's foggy outside or it's misty outside. When do you say what? The Misty Mountains. I guess the Misty Mountains, I think it's from the Tolkien Middle Earth, Misty Mountains, but I think this name was chosen because of the alliteration, Misty Mountains, not Foggy Mountains. It would have to be something like Foggy Fields, would be another alliteration, but Misty Mountains. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, would it be any value in this wiki to have an article on Bailey? Whoever it is, I mean, it's a student of whoever. It's a physics student, isn't it? Let's do this. But I'm glad that you liked my yesterday's stream. It was very relaxing. Today I feel a little bit tired. I mean, I might not be as entertaining as yesterday. Mostly because I'm inebriated by a glass of wine. How do you create an article here? Contribute. Add a page. Bailey. The third. Can you say about the then upcoming? Like at that time upcoming? Red Sox says, I'm thinking that small-scale trading might get outcompeted by larger freighters. More freight per time, perhaps less fuel per freight unit too. So I'm glancing at the hull ships. Well, I wouldn't be so sure. Ratsock. Nobody really knows how the fuel management happens to be. There are skeptics who think, oh boy, they really messed it up, or it's heading towards total unbalance where the heavy ships are going to need so much fuel that it's not going to be profitable to haul anything, but or there has to be some sort of I don't know how the guys are going to solve it, and I don't care at this moment because there are bigger problems, but the bigger ships are what the goons call loot piñatas because you can shoot it down and just have fun shooting it down, because they are pretty much defenseless. And from what I know about the goons, they are going to shoot these ships down just for shits and giggles. They are not even going to collect the loot there, because they just want to see people cry about their lost ships and cargo. So you're going to need an escort, and those are going to be expensive. So not only you have to have a profitable haul, the haul has to make so much surplus profit that you can pay good amount of money to your escort, and this escort has to be somebody trustworthy. I mean, you have to pay them good, because if you pay them low, they are going to inform some sort of pirates which will accidentally appear on the route and fall all over you. Or if you pay them low, they might decide to attack you themselves and get the loot as a reward. So it's a matter of who do you trust with these super big freighters. They're mostly going to be used in organizations where 90% of the members of the organization is going to make a escort fleet for the big transport. The question is whether the hauling will really be that profitable to pay for time of all of these people. I mean, the game balance will show us what sort of thing is or isn't profitable. So you might end up making more money if you haul tiny, lightweight but expensive stuff like jewels, gems, or valuable data in ships, or these information runners, small agile ships, practically no cargo space, but enough for, I don't know, 10 kilogram of palladium or whatever, gold or whatever precious materials, and sell them for big profits somewhere. Or smuggling like, I don't know, implants are certainly going to be very expensive, high-tech implants, or chips, whatever, like small volume but expensive items, because you can smuggle them in small ships which are agile, which are fast and easily protected. So that it's like Hull, the Hull series ships, or the big hulls, are no recipe for easy money, I think. You say production is likely going to be an important part of the game. Ship, weapons, etc. production. Oh yes, that would be great. Best make the money with your character just producing things, right? Like buy resources, manufacture, produce things, and sell them, and stay safe at a hangar where your character can't be killed. And just rely of corp members to deliver you the goods and ship your products to their destinations and give you a share of the profit. Yeah, probably going to be a good, like an easy and quite a safe occupation. Versatile Stars, I say, I'm from UK too. We have a drink called a slush. It's like a melted ice drink. Oh. Ah, yes, I've heard of it. Yes, I now remember. So slush. It's like these McFlurry, what they have at McDonald's, right? These ice shakes, right? Or milkshake with ice. Shake drinks with ice. What's a slush? Yeah, that's in other parts of the world. Not really. I mean, we have that, but it's imported from the Anglo-Saxon world into Europe. We don't have that on our own native or traditional things like that. None that I'm aware of. All right, about the contemporary engine technology. Appeared in his, what was that text? They're also very popular at the cinemas. Bailey is a guy's name, right? Or it isn't a girl's name. Sometimes I can't tell whether it's a guy or a girl. But Bailey sounds like a guy. Do you have any LTI ships? Yes, Red Sox. Most of my ships are LTI. Yeah, almost all of them, except for 3 freelancers. I think I bought. Oh, okay. Actually, there's 3 freelancers. I mean, each of these types. Like this is this Mace Door Max. These 3 freelancers I bought without LTI. And a Karak, I think. At the Gamescom in Cologne this year, I bought a Karak without LTI. That's it. They introduced a new upgrade system where insurances carry over if you upgrade ships. Yes, I should have used that. I should have upgraded some of my lesser ships. I could have upgraded any ship I have with LTI to the Karak, or any ship to the. But I'm not sure. I guess you can only upgrade a ship to the models which are currently sold, which means I would have to wait until, for example, the Freelancer Max is sold again, and then upgrade one of my LTI ships to it. Oh, I have to check. I mean, it's my minor thing. I mean, those ships have something like 2 years insurance, so I don't care. But yeah, I'm basically only buying ships with LTI because once you have a certain amount of ships, I guess the insurance fees are going to add up to quite a large sum of money, and I fear I would have to grind only to upkeep all of my ships' insurances, which would be no fun. I mean, LTI doesn't matter as long as you have a handful of ships. But if you have more, I guess it does matter. His teacher was Mr. Caro. Okay. Ah, here we go. That's a good template. I keep forgetting this template. What's the idea of this article? RefTag exists, but without references. Oh, RSI ID, yes. Redstroke says, yes, I'm thinking about the same lines. Getting an LTI ship would likely give you a lifetime subscription to the game, which in the end also saves money and time. I'm not sure. There's nothing like a lifetime subscription, or nothing like subscription model yet for the game. You're allowed to play it as long as you like. You just don't have to. You just don't have to give away a part of what you grind to pay for the insurance. I wonder whether you could fly uninsured ships. Well, of course you can. All ships stolen are practically uninsured, or all ships captured. If you capture a Vanduul ship, nobody's going to insure it. So, in theory, you could avoid paying insurance, but you risk that you will lose the ship forever. Yeah. I wish that they really have a ship insurance model based on the real economy. If they see that the particular ship model is being destroyed way too often, like for example, I don't know, the Gladiator or the Gladius or whatever fighter ship, and there comes a guy to the ship insurance company and say, I want to insure my Gladiator. Say, oh, that's going to cost you because that's a dangerous ship and it's likely to be lost in no time. Whereas when a guy comes with I don't know, a racing ship, or I don't know what sort of ship should be a more safe ship. Like the insurance companies would keep statistics, which models of ships are getting destroyed, how often, and the most often destroyed types of ships should cost the most to insure, and those ships considered to be the safest should cost less. Who knows whether they will come up with something this real, or whether they will just set prices arbitrarily. I wish they would really model it the proper way, as insurance companies do. Like insurance company wants to make, I don't know, this and this much profit. They have like margin of, I don't know, 30-40%. And they say, okay, so we can afford to spend this much money on paying for the hull replacements of the lost ships. So we have to earn this much, and thus the insurance costs for each ship would translate directly, and this would be dynamic and changing according to the current state of the game. Like you remember, or if you're familiar with EVE Online, there are periods of time where certain alliances or corporations decide to attack a particular ship type. For example, there was this famous, I don't remember the ship, but it's a ship meant to mine. It's like a mining ship. I don't recall the name of it. But once a year or once in a time, some corporations decide to recklessly attack all of these ships just to destroy them, just to generate demand for them again, so they can sell those ships again. So they just destroy them, and in these times, the EVE universe loses lots of these ships, and in other times it's relatively calm for these ships, and this will be perfect for an insurance company where you say, okay, these are safe times, or we know we have no evidence to that these ships are being destroyed often. The insurance will cost you less money, but if they fear an upcoming period of time where these ships are going to be destroyed too often, the insurance cost would rise. But who knows how they will model it? Just my wishful thinking. If you don't have a ship, there won't be much game to play. Oh, I think you're very wrong on this one, Red Sock. If you don't have a ship, you can always find somebody who needs an additional crew member on multi-crew ships. I think that that could be what I'll even start with in the first place, being a member of somebody on somebody's ship. Anyway, how does it look? Textbook update. Yeah, okay, let's publish it already. And we need a page for Mr. Caro. Yeah. Oh, these are so hot, so spicy. No. What sort of teacher is Mr. Caro? Physics? Yes. All right, what do you say? I know this is a Star Citizen session, but are you guys excited for Fallout 4? And Red Soga's responding. I liked Vegas with the realism mod and better graphics. I'll be following Fallout 4 too, but I won't be able to play it until December anyway. I personally am not excited about Fallout anymore. Okay. March of Progress is wikified, I guess. The first push. Now this is an interesting article. The first push. The Artemis was the manifestation of a dream. Redsog is asking, are you organizing the events chronologically, or has it been done already? It's what I did yesterday, at least partially. There was a mean, on another list, they were not sorted chronologically, but here on this list they are. I updated the other list yesterday, but I will currently focus on the article content. I guess the listing guy is Priest, another contributor to this wiki. He maintains all these lists and makes the individual websites for these articles. I mean, all these for each of these articles here, he makes a short summary article in the wiki. Like, give these people is a full page article on the web, but he just picks a significant quote and 2 or 3 sentences about, I mean, actually only one sentence, one sentence summary of what this article is about, and an obligatory part where it says, okay, it's part of this series on this website, and that's it. It's a small work, but tedious work, but it needs to be done. It's very, very important that we have this, but it's not my priority currently. And the other site I did yesterday was, I think, Spectrum Dispatch. Spectrum Dispatch was ordered from the newest to the oldest, and I reordered it from the oldest to the newest, but only containing the articles which have already been linked. So as you can see, nothing newer than July 11th, 2013 has been added here. So there can be dozens of newer articles which would have their place in this list. No, that's nothing I did. I mean, I eventually come there, I guess, if I wikify each of these articles. We'll eventually get to the end of the list, and then we might expand this list, or you guys can do it while I'm doing the content. I mean, if you feel free to contribute if you want. So the Artemis was the manifestation of a dream. A vessel constructed to push to the nearest potentially habitable planet. Okay, so this is this is a rich page. It has got lots of historical figures like Captain Danvers, Janus, whatever, I mean, Cobb, stuff like that, Artemis. Potentially ambassadors, but Stasis, couches, boots. Chariot to the Stars. Kenlow. Don't we have the Kenlow guy already? Alright. First check whether Artemis is already there. Look at this. It was a generation ship. Who did this page? Catalian. Ah. Nice. Was a generation ship intended to carry 5,000 crew and passenger in cryostasis. Whew. Where did he get this? So it's badly sourced, isn't it? No, the Lost Generation, here it is. It's perfectly sourced. Wow. Yeah. I'll just take the freedom to correct it and add a space here. It lost contact shortly after leaving the solar system. Mission Director Justin Cobb. Ken Lowe. Rumor is this game will never be finished. That's true. That's true. I've heard this. Well, I still hope that they will finish it at some point in time. Although we can't really be sure, right? What do we know? Wow, look at this. It's such an exciting story. Though there was this Artemis ship launched, it got lost, it was recovered. And then was found in a Shubin interstellar strip mining operation on Microtech. Its recovery led to Shubin hiring explorers in an attempt to locate the rest of the ship, but this piece now rests in Hartley Museum. And the original copy of Janus, which was probably the computer of the ship, was kept by the explorer who stole it. It now runs her ship instead. As also is a protected system, it is likely that the thruster was not recovered. Kenlow's remains were lost in the excavation activity. So wow, there are lots of quests around this. You can feel the amount of quests which this story generates for the player, right? Remains of all this of these 3 crew members, finding the remains of them, finding the lost or never found thruster of this ship, finding the explorer who stole the Janus. Nice. Oh, that's great. One chant says, is there any truth to it? To the rumors? Well, I don't know, I can't tell. For me, as long as CIG is showing some progress, it's fine. I mean, I don't need new playable content to believe in it. I believe them when they say in their weekly reports, okay, I've spent this week working on character models, I spent this week working on whatever netcode or some sort of stuff. I believe they did it, and it's progressing in some way, although it might take years before we see anything playable. And I haven't pledged for this game to play it in like before the end of this year or even before the end of the next year. I just pledged for this game because I got excited by it, and I just wish for this game to be out there regardless of whether I'll ever find the time to play it or not. Just I'm happy to contribute to an awesome game. Wow, this is good. This is a well-sourced article. Huge article. I mean, huge article, huge. What it's missing is article about the crew. I think we'll do these 3 articles here. Do you think they have bitten off more than they can chew? Yes and no. It's a huge task, and I mean that they have to be clever about it. They have to put out there something, some sort of content which will necessarily be incomplete as a game, but will be playable enough to generate a steady stream of money. And since there is not going to be any form of subscription fee, it has to be based purely on voluntarily contributions and buying some livery or whatever they will sell for people who are willing to spend some money on it. But they have to put out something which is fun to play for thousands and thousands of people, who just will be happy to spend money on it, and which will be easily expandable to fulfill all the promises they made. It's almost impossible to guess the time needed to complete all of the promises of the game. I mean, it could take easily a decade. But if they wait so long before releasing anything, they will run out of money. So they have to act fast and do something there like this. I guess that's what they are doing. That they are releasing the baby Persistent Universe and releasing first part of the of the Squadron 42 campaign and downloadable contents coming up then, which people will buy for money and stuff. So yes, that's going to be necessary. But I think it's doable. What they promise can actually be done, but they need time and money, and they are running out of both. Red Sock on YouTube says, but the game is very hyped. I'm sure there'll be a lot of disappointments, no matter what. Yes, you can be sure that's going to happen. But even if the core base is half of what they promised, it's likely to be good. Very focused on the details, and that takes time. Yeah, there's the question: how much you want to focus on the details? But as long as they are doing some fundamental stuff in the game, especially stuff which is going to be extremely relevant and important for the upcoming content in the future years, I mean, they have to be really careful and really take the time it needs. For if you have a game limited at its core and you want to expand it, you can't really do it. Yeah, well, some. Monchant says, I've been a subscriber for countless years. I respect what you do and love the content. Yeah, thanks. I've also been a subscriber. I think it's now the second or maybe third year I've subscribed. I don't remember. I've been a subscriber for 2 years, and I recently subscribed for the third one. Yeah. I wonder whether it's really necessary. I've done the maths, and the subscription is mostly just burning money. Like for you personally, of course, it helps. It helps the CIG to make this additional content and video shows, as they say. But it doesn't give you anything except for this subscriber flair. It doesn't even pay off. If you're going to buy ships, you get some sort of a 10% coupon or 15% coupon. Like you get your, but not even this, because this this coupon is limited to like $100 max. So the you get the ship $100 cheaper, but you pay more than $100 in the year for the subscription. So you actually pay more to get a small small drop in the price. It's completely useless. And as far as the content goes, well, it's nice to have a look at the jump point and stuff, but if you're smart, you'll find your sources elsewhere, and even as a non-subscriber, you'll get to that content. You'll get to see the meat and potatoes of those journals. So, it's personal preference. Anybody likes it. Oh, subscribe to your channel. Like the trail of in conversation. Yeah, we are. I'm getting sidetracked. Justin Cobb, mission director. Okay, let's make him a page. Mission director. Ratsok is asking, will all players start on Earth? I don't think so, Ratsok. As far as I know, you will get to choose from a handful of planets according to what sort of role you want to play. I guess if you want to be a pirate, you'll get some starting points offered at the very edge, or maybe even outside the UEE territory. If you want to be whatever military guy, fighting for the UEE army or navy or whatever they are called, you probably get to start on a military base at the frontiers, or if you want to be a trader, you are likely to start at a trading hub or whatever. And there will be I think they said you won't be able to pick any of the 100 or whatever systems there are, but a handful of representative, or handful of systems which make sense for the amount of roles which players are likely to start with. So, was the mission director of the Artemis. Do we know anything else about him? I don't know much else about him. Well, the Artemis article is actually sourced so well that I might even say what happened to him, like that he will now. Like he will be he will die, and his body will never be found, or something. But I can't do it quite now, because you should not reference stuff across wiki articles. If you should always point to the original source, and that's somewhere in this Lost Generation article, which I haven't read yet, so I can't really tell. I guess it's all I can tell about him. Well, we can roughly tell when he lived. He lived in the 23rd century. All right, let's put it out there. Okay. First push. Wonder whether he mentions the cryostasis. Who is this Janus? It's the AI, right? It needs a wiki page. Well, he was also almost a... Can you call this AI core a crew member? In a way, he was a crew member, wasn't he? I wonder whether I should add the category. I'll add it. Artemis crew members. No exact date is given. We know only that it was sometime in the year 2232. No exact date. Maybe we should mention the chariot to the stars. Oh, here it was, February 12th. Now, this article now makes me want to read the Lost Generation novel. I guess I could also just leave it at this and Wikify more articles, just quick and dirty, or I could really dive into this story. It makes me curious what really happened there. I feel there is lots of quests around this in the Star Citizen universe. What would you guys prefer? Should I just go over the rest, or over the next Spectrum Dispatch article, or should I dive into this story about Artemis and try to work details on that? What I'm missing here is the purpose of this Artemis ship. It wasn't only intended to carry 5,000 crew members to Gliese, it was also meant to terraform Gliese. I mean, then it was part of the terraforming Gliese project. Official companion piece to the launch. Let's make the chariot to the stars here before deciding. Monchan says, do you still work for VW? Yes. What do you think of the current emissions scandal? Does it affect you? Well, short term, I'm not affected. Long term, who knows? Maybe who knows whether Volkswagen will be a trustworthy and profitable car maker, as it's been until now. Depends on how the Volkswagen's CEOs or leadership, whatever decisions they made, and what sort of impact what sort of impact it will have on the car market. I don't know. I'm not really following the car market news, so or the public opinion of the public opinion on Volkswagen as a brand. I'm not even sure if I would buy a Volkswagen. I guess if I had, I mean, I like luxury cars. If I would be to buy a car, I would either buy something excessively luxurious, like, I don't know, well, it doesn't have to be an expensive, but I guess I'd go for the Audi car, which is within realistic budget, and or if I really desperately needed a car only to be mobile, then I guess I would buy something super cheap just to keep me moving and keep me mobile, disregard any sort of comfort equipment. But so far I have only heard that Volkswagen has fired like 30 of the high command people, or the people in command and in some way responsible for this scandal. So it's not like Volkswagen laid off thousands of workers. What they did is they say, okay, everybody will get a budget cut and will only work 4 days per week, I think. I don't know if everyone is affected by this decision. I guess only certain parts of workers, just to save costs. And whether Volkswagen will survive the trust crisis, who knows? Yeah, BMW is facing false fuel accusations as well. I guess more of these car manufacturers are going to adjust. I don't know. What can we say about here? The launch. All right, so it's up to you guys. What do you want? Should we go to the next next article, next topic, or stay with this Artemis ship and follow its journey by reading through the Lost Generation novel and try to make wiki articles from the Lost Generation, because if you imagine it, this is quite some story. Around this ship. I was wondering when I have read this first push article, I wondered why are there no mentions of the Artemis ship at any later time? Like, this ship was supposed to fly for 200 years to finally land on a habitable planet. There was no mention of it, and of course I didn't notice that the Lost Generation is part of it. But seeing Lost Generation in the Spectrum Dispatch, we would get to this. We would get to read this sooner or later anyway. Yeah, I guess I'll try to hang a while with this. I'll take a short break and be right back. think I'll have to turn on the radiators here. It's getting cold. No, I'm not sure. I think we will just continue scratching the surface of the history. Those novels would require me to read them ahead and come to Wikify them once I have read them. I don't wish to read it on screen like I did in the Morrowind or not Morrowind, but Oblivion or Skyrim series. That's that wouldn't be because I would stop and try to Wikify things immediately, and it's better to read it in privacy and get the whole picture because and see the amount of work necessary. So the first push is Wikified. All right. The Niso triangle. Let me just quickly check the wiki activity here. What happened? EOS Corporation. Wow. GT Hellraiser made an article. Oh, okay. This very much looks like a copy paste from Jump Point or something. It's got no links. It's not connected to any other articles. Oh wait, is it a player? Transportation Corporation. It's a player group, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, whatever. Was fired most likely. 25th September. Aren't you supposed to write it like this? Oh. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so we find the NISO triangle. That's the point. That's the place in the space where the first jump point was detected. Space was becoming a busy place. Ships of all kinds, federal, commercial, and private, were exploring the edges of our solar system. In August of 2262, the Goodman, a Type 4 cargo vessel, crew of 8, was making a routine supply run to an orbital platform by Neptune. Wonder whether we have an article on an orbital platform. What is an orbital platform, in your opinion? Is it a place in orbit of a planet where ships can land and do what? trade, mine, well, mining platform. Technically should be necessary also an orbital platform, but I guess it's not quite like it. And if Endeavour is a research platform, an orbital platform can be any ship, any big ship with a hangar, right? It can look like a ship. Modular component base times 12. How come times 12? Not times 4? Oh, there's a new comlink? Letter from the chairman? Did I miss it? I did miss it. I have to read it first. This is urgent. Greetings 1 million citizen. Ha! You wish 1 million citizen. You'll be happy to have 300,000, my dear friend. I guess all the surplus ones are multiple accounts of the original 300,000. If there was ever a milestone that deserved a letter to the community, it was this. When I first started on this adventure, I could have never dreamed that we would ever this many people and this much support ever get, probably, that we would ever get this many people and this much support in building Star Citizen. It's amazing to have a community and team that believe so fervently in what is being built. Say it loud. PC games are back. Space combat games are back. We are making Star Citizen possible. We've put a great deal of thought into what would be an appropriate update to celebrate this milestone. But wait, before we continue, it seems there is an urgent comlink coming through. I wonder why they use Vimeo rather than YouTube. No, no, just no.
Greetings, fellow Star citizens. I am very excited that my participation in Squadron 42 can finally be shared with you.
This?
I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but I'm on location at the moment filming, but I just want to take a moment to express my heartfelt appreciation for allowing me to join you in this incredible universe that you have helped create. I had a wonderful time working on it, working with Chris and the crew, playing a great character, and I hope to revisit Admiral Bishop in future installments. Have a great time, enjoy the ride, and I hope to be with you in person next time. Until then, this is Bishop signing off.
This Admiral Bishop, is this the same guy as in the... Oh, so that's this... It's Gary Oldman then. This this guy has so many faces, I never recognize him. Thank you, Admiral. It goes without saying that it was the thrill of a lifetime to work with Gary Oldman and the rest of our amazing cast. I have certainly had a hard time keeping quiet about that work these past few months. Everyone on the team has wanted to shout it from the rooftops. The quality of Squadron 42's principal cast is another testament to the community, who have supported us with such passion and given us the room to create a universe that has attracted top talent eager to explore the cutting edge of story and games. That's not something that happens every day. As I was saying before, I was interrupted. 1 million citizens. The stars of this game aren't all Hollywood actors or big-name game developers. They are those of you who are making the game possible in the first place. Our 1 millionth citizen is Eden Star. Appropriately, he, like so many of you, were introduced to Star Citizen by a friend who was passionate about the game. Okay. Eden Star, that makes you an alt. In fact, he says he joined because he was worried he wasn't going to see his friends anymore after the game launches. I've said many times that backers are our best marketing, and here's some pretty solid proof. Eden Star, Pikes Zen. What is Pikes Zen? We're going to go ahead and give you each a brand new saber to explore the verse with. Okay. In honor of our newest citizen, really, our thousands of new citizens, we would like to give something back to the entire community for all your incredible support. Starting today, we are eliminating alpha access and the $5 module passes. Anyone who has pledged for a Star Citizen package can now play today. Nobody's playing the game anymore, so they make it playable for free. Anyone who's pledged for Star Citizen package can now play today without worrying they won't have access to some portion of the universe in the future. No Star Marine pass, no Alpha 2.0 pass, no additional payment needed for any module in the works pre-release. Going forward, should we need to put out some sort of limited release, it will be done through the PTU test server. All backers will have access to any live release the moment it publishes. In addition, I'd like to reward our earliest supporters who made it possible to get to this point. Everyone with an alpha access package will be awarded 10,000 UEC. Well, it's $10. Okay. Anyone who purchased an Arena Commander pass individually will be given 5,000 UEC with the cap raising appropriately to allow this. You also yeah, many people are capped already, have reached the maximum amount of UECs they can have. Okay, you also have my most sincere thanks. You were our vanguard, the battalion that fought the good fight from the beginning. Your impact on Star Citizen will never be forgotten, for without your early faith, we couldn't be where we are today. Please note that this credit payout is going to take a big script, so it may take turbulent few days to work out the logistics. It goes without saying that I'm proud of the incredible community that has come together to support Star Citizen to this point, and I'm so excited to watch and take part as you grow, evolve and change as we approach the finish line. Whether you were an early backer, a veteran backer, someone who joined yesterday, or even one of the Magnificent Seven. Who are those Magnificent Seven? We are all Star Citizens today, equal and with the same thing owed to us, the best space simulator ever. Knowing that 1 million people are counting on us will only further fuel our desire to deliver. Every member of the Star Citizen team already knows that we We work for the backers, and reaching 1 million is just another reminder why we are giving this project all of ourselves. Getting something Alpha Zero in shape to share with all you in the near future, and we are in the process of closing down Star Marine as well. Okay, good then. The team and I thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Designers and engineers are prepping constellations and retaliators for their multi-crew launch. I can say with certainty, I'll see you very soon. I will see you very soon in the verse. Okay. Well, this isn't the thing, right? Letter from the chairman. This is another letter from the chairman I haven't read. Thank you, 57 million. Okay. First, I will see you very soon. You never know what they mean by it, right? Very soon could be on Christmas. Space Crucible. What is this? No. Now I wonder where in this source does it say that the Endeavour will have 12 modular component bays? That's written nowhere in this source. Nowhere. Nowhere. That's just false information. But maybe the ship stats page does say it. How do you access the ship stats? I don't know. There should be a talk page to this. It's warm enough here. Oh yes, I did want to take a look at the Neptune orbital platform. This doesn't look right. Just can't do full screen on 3 screens. Herschel belt. The Earth's got a moon. But Mars? Oh, Mars has also 2 moons. It's good. Phobos and Deimos. What does it say about Mars? Portrenatus. Portrenatus, built around the first settlement on Mars, Portrenatus is the oldest non-Earth city in history. Described as a living museum, this modular city has elements from humanity's entire evolution. Okay. Jump point. Oh, a jump point is orbiting. Wow, a jump point is orbiting entity. I thought jump point would be as static as I don't know what. That's interesting. What? Stay here. Why can't I zoom out? It's a horrible UI. Horrible UI. There's supposed to be an orbital platform around Neptune. Why would there be an orbital platform around an uninhabitable planet? Like if I zoom in on the Neptune and I go back, I'd like to land at the view before I zoomed in, not in any default Sol view. And if I'm in the system view, why am I viewing Sol and the first 3 planets? If I'm in the system view, I want an overview of the whole system. You see, this is where CIG is wasting resources. I think. Why don't they do a proper thing from the very beginning? They put out something out now, and then spend thousands of hours to rework it to a minimal level of usability. All right. So there is no No orbital platform by Neptune. Hello, Hungary. Oh, that's no name, that's just a website. It was just the star map of Star Citizen. Crawshaw system, okay. So the jump point they discovered at the Neso triangle was the jump point to Crawshaw. Well, I guess I'll take a break. I think I'll leave these two for tomorrow's session. Thanks for joining me on this, guys. I hope see you soon. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit, but I'm getting tired and I need to get some sleep. So see you then.